Hello everybody, I'm Allison.
And I'm Cubert.
From the Horse Trio, and today we are going to be painting some Schleich horses. So we're super excited. As you can see, Cubert already kind of started painting her horse. I have not. I will show pictures of what they looked like before, and then we just coated them in some white paint just to make it easier to paint them and make it easier to kind of add a new color to them. So I will show pictures to you guys of what they looked like before, but yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so we are gonna get started. So I'm actually painting the Blue Roan Tobiano Icelandic coat onto this Schleich model, and then Cubert is just doing a random design that she came up with. So yeah, I will put up some reference photos of the Blue Roan Tobiano Icelandic that I will be painting. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start. So I need to make the color first. I'm gonna mix this blue and probably this black color and see what that gets us for the Blue Roan look.
Cinematic.
So the color is we're gonna see how it looks. We also have this test foil. So this is basically the foil that we test all of our colors on to see how it looks. It's a little bit abused. It's okay though. It's had a lot of colors on it.
So for any of you guys that didn't know, my horse is gonna be this full grown up. Obviously there's gonna be some like darker coloring than the foal because foals tend to like get lighter or darker as they grow. So just so you guys know.
Okay, so I think that I'm gonna apply the paint on. We're gonna really see how this looks. It might turn out really bad. Okay, it's actually looking pretty good so far. So you guys can't really see the side I'm actually gonna be painting. But it's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be like roaning, so yeah.
I'm also trying to do a dapple gray. Here's a picture of it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys just like what I'm working with here. Oh god, I've painted like kind of everywhere except his legs. So this is what his butt is looking like. It's a lot more white on camera than it is in real life. So got a lot to do, but he needs to dry for like a long time.
This is how it's kind of looking so far. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but like it's going. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna add some like roaning bits once it's done. So don't worry, this is not how it's gonna be. This is not the final look. This is also our first time doing one of these videos, so sorry if it's not the best. We're hoping to do more of these in the future where we paint some Schleich horses, but obviously our first one is gonna be a little rough. You know, the first pancake is always the worst. So it's gonna be,
I need some white.
Oh, here you go. So it's gonna be what it is. I mean, we don't have great angles for our camera, so sorry if you guys can't see it. We'll mostly be speeding it up anyways, so don't worry. It's not gonna be too difficult to watch.
It's not gonna be like sitting there. It's like one of those videos that just keeps going on and on.
No, it's not gonna be that bad. But it's just if we're working all the kinks out for this idea. So don't worry, if we do more of these in the future, they'll be slightly better. Don't worry. Ooh, this is actually looking really good.
It's like a yin and a yang thing I just created. Look.
It looks a lot more gray on camera. It's more blue in real life. I mean, hopefully when I like add more texture to it, it'll look a little more bluey, but we'll see. Also, obviously with the mane, it's a little bit different than what the Icelandic's mane actually looks like in the game. So I'm going to be trying to put the markings in the correct spots, but obviously the body shape is slightly different, so it might be a little bit more difficult.
It was the most Icelandic looking horse we kind of had.
It was.
So that's why.
This one here, Hubert, put yours next to mine. It's really wet. Okay. Well, as you can tell, my horse is a lot smaller. So that's why we kind of said it looked like an Icelandic. Originally, I was going to do the icy dapple coat, but that seemed really difficult. And I love the blue roan Icelandic coat. It's one of my favorite coats in the game. So I decided we'll just make it the blue roan coat.
Yeah.
Honestly, the blue roan Tobiano coats in Wild Horse Islands are some of my favorite coats in the entire game. So
I'm a sucker for like a good chestnut, like the thoroughbred chestnut coat.
yeah, I don't love the chestnuts. They're probably my chestnuts and bays. Like, they're okay, but I'm more of a paint person. What are you? That horse has so much white paint on it.
No.
It's probably more white than it is. It was originally brown, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that horse has had like 15 layers of paint on it, because before Hubert tried painting it white, she painted it like a red dun, and she painted like 15 coats on it because she couldn't get the color right.
And then I gave up.
And then she gave up, and then she put white on it, and she's painted that horse's butt at least 5 times since yesterday morning, so
It's fine.
So this is how it's going, pretty good, or so far, it's going pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it turns out. I think that making it look like it's a roan is gonna be challenging, but, you know, we'll see. So it's going pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. It looks not bad. I'm excited to start roaning it to see how it turns out, but I mean, I guess we'll see.
Still got a lot to do.
Okay, this side is going pretty good. It's still a work in progress, obviously. I haven't even started with the roan spots. But yeah, going pretty good.
So I've decided to like do his back legs black, and then like I'm probably gonna do the front legs back as well, and then his stomach will be like lighter, and same with his head. So yeah, just trying to execute that. Look at that, guys, it's crazy.
All right, it's going pretty good. Yeah. The color is definitely a lot more gray on camera than it is off camera.
Definitely.
Because it looks a lot more blue if you actually are here. So, yeah, it's going pretty good though.
So this side is looking pretty good. It's a lot lighter on camera, but this side is still kind of bare. And I might keep it that way because it looks kind of cool.
It looks a little ugly on this side. This side looks really nice. This side looks a little less nice. Honestly, it's okay. I don't love the neck. That's literally the marking on the Icelandic though. So I can't really control that. But once I do the mane, it'll cover it up a little bit better and it'll look a lot nicer. It does look better in person than it does on the camera, but I'm altering it a little bit just to make it look better because the Icelandic coat obviously isn't gonna fit this model perfectly. So I have been making small alterations so that's not exactly like the Icelandic. I'm probably gonna do some more of the shading before I actually start with the face, just because it is gonna be a more difficult thing to achieve.
I'm just kind of working on the shading on the darker part of his neck, just kind of getting that right. And then on that side, it looks pretty good. But I do need to fix some things up on this side before once I continue with the other side.
I don't know what color the mane and tail should be. I don't think I want to do like dark gray, but for me it's probably between black or white. I'm leaning towards black because I feel like that'll really look good and I'll kind of tie it all together. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. I don't have too many more markings to make, so I'm probably gonna start like making it a little more rony now. So yeah, I'm just gonna add a couple more little details, and then yeah, just start adding some white paint in random parts, making it look like it's kind of roning out. The one side, here, let me just show you guys real quick. So this side obviously looks a little bit uglier, mainly around the neck. It should look a little bit better once I paint the face. I think part of it is that it doesn't connect, like right here or whatever. That's just part of the Icelandics design. So I might just connect it, but I don't really know. I haven't decided yet. I think it'll look a little bit better once I start adding some white as well. So we're gonna start doing that in just a minute.
This side looks pretty ugly right now. I just need to fix up the shading on the neck. That's really my biggest fault right now, is the shading on the neck. And then we also have this side, which the shading on the neck still looks really ugly on both sides. But I'm planning on just kind of like fixing it and making it look less hideous, you know?
Okay, so I just kind of double checked and made sure there wasn't any major markings that I was kind of missing. And so far it's looking pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some white to it and just kind of start roning it out and seeing how that turns out. That was a lot of white paint, but it's okay. So yeah, I will be adding other like parts of the color. I still have a lot of this color left that I mixed. So I'm just gonna, start kind of roning it out a little bit. There are also some parts of this horse that instead of like being rony, they're more just black shadows on the horse. So I'm just gonna have to double check and look and see where those are on the horse. So far, this is kind of what it looks like. It's not terrible. It could be a lot worse, that is for sure. Also, there are some parts of this horse that are darker than other parts. So I'm trying not to mess with them too much. Most of it'll probably be about the same color. I just put way too much white on, if you guys couldn't tell. So I'm just gonna have to shade that back out a little bit.
So this is what kind of ended up happening with that neck area. I actually really like it. Don't mind the black spot. I kind of messed up there. But I really like it and I'm really enjoying how he looks. I kind of went very off script from the foal, so this is what he was kind of supposed to look like. As you can see, that is not what he looks like currently. So yeah, it's just kind of time to work on this side a little bit more.
All right, so this is kind of what it looks like. I don't really know. It's kind of a little bit too bright for this. So I'm gonna add a bit more of my darker color again and just kind of like try to make it a little bit more rony, because it's just kind of trying to be a solid color and not really actually trying to be darker in some areas and lighter in others. So yeah.
Alrighty, so this is kind of that side. I was just kind of shading the leg a little bit. I'm not too happy with how it turned out, but it looks pretty good. And yeah, I'm just gonna work on the neck now.
guys think? It's not great. I don't like it. It's just really hard to do this. And yeah, it's making me kind of really angry. Because it's kind of like too dark, but like too bright as well. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just not the right color. Well, not the right color. It's just not the right texturing. Yeah, this one is looking good. It might not be identical to the Icelandic. It's definitely not the exact same color, but it's looking questionable.
Mine's looking also very questionable. Look at that shading on that leg. Like from the darker to the lighter color, and then from the middle color to the lighter color.
Okay, so this is how it's kind of looking. Oh, what happened over there? Anyways, it's not looking terrible. It's not looking, whoopsies, it's not looking great. It's honestly probably better than it was. I kind of like the blending on the side a bit more, but it's kind of hard to tell, so.
This is how it is looking currently. I do really like the shading on his stomach. Oop. He fell. On both sides. He has that one kind of white hoof. And I'm really liking how he looks right now. Hopefully he continues looking like this, because I really like it. Okay, guys, this is the scary part. The eyeballs. I'm gonna get new black paint. So I just did that eye, and it doesn't look too bad.
Oh yeah, I like it.
But it's not necessarily amazing.
Okay, we might start painting the face. So if you can see, the Icelandic does like kind of have a black face. So I'm gonna do my best to do that.
Looks like a demon.
The shading is, it is what it is. I wouldn't say it's great, right now, but it's not terrible.
So that's the second eye, first eye, second eye.
So yeah, now I'm just gonna start kind of doing the black highlights in it because it's like a close enough color. It's a little bit more blue than the Icelandic is.
Oh no, I made it too big.
Yeah, it's a little bit more blue than the Icelandic is, but I mean, for me, it's pretty good. I don't know, maybe I'll darken it or make it more like black, but I like it. So next up, I'm just gonna pour some black down and kind of just do all the little black details.
Okay, I fixed that eye, and then we have that eye. He looks kind of cute. He's looking kind of cute.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just adding some black details.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a pink nose. You guys ready? Because I think a pink nose would be really cute.
Okay, so now that I've seen a bit of the black and actually what it looks like, I don't know how much black I'm going to be doing on this horse because it doesn't actually really match. I think that I'm just going to use a bit of a darker variation of this color. So just add in a bit of more black into the color I already have, just to kind of make it a little bit better. Because I think that the black is going to be too dark because my horse is already a little bit lighter than the original, so. Okay, so I'm starting the face, and I'm actually just using the same color that I had before, and then I'm just gonna make it darker. And the Icelandic does have like a blaze on its face, So I'm just gonna do that afterwards once I kind of have it all covered.
So these are how the eyes turned out when the other. So I'm pretty happy with how they turned out actually. I've done Schleich horses with a lot worse eyes, so let's just be happy that they didn't turn out like them.
So right now it kind of looks a little bit scary with the white eyeball, but it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good.
If we have inspired you to paint your own Schleich horse at your house, just be aware that it doesn't always turn out how you want it to.
And also make sure you have all of the...
You need acrylic paints too, not watercolor.
No, really?
Just saying.
Sorry, if you don't know that, I feel like you probably should. But yeah, you do not want to use watercolor on a Schleich horse. But yeah, just make sure you have all the necessary colors and stuff before you start. And I would also advise coating it in a white coat first, just because, especially if you have a dark like black horse, it might take a lot of layers of white, but you will thank yourself when you start painting it with a different color, because you'll be able to see what that color actually looks like. Mm-hmm. And also we'd advise getting you like a testful like we have. Where's that little guy? Our little testful, because it does actually help with colors and how they'll dry, so.
Mm-hmm. And also, don't paint your favorite horse. Paint like one that you really don't like. So then if it gets ruined, you're not that sad about it.
Yeah, or if you have a duplicate of one,
then yeah, you could paint it.
But until you like know that you're a really good painter, try not to paint like your favorite horse models and stuff.
Yeah, because they might turn out really bad.
The face looks kind of terrifying right now, but it's okay.
It'll get better. It'll get better.
So here's the face. It's actually not looking too bad. The neck on this side is a little bit further down than I would have liked, but honestly it's okay. And I'm actually going to start painting the mane and tail black now.
So one thing that is like the foal, that is not like the adult quite yet. I'm not talking about the coloring because it's very different. I am talking about his little bum stripes. So I need to put some bum stripes on the adult version so that, you know, it's more like it.
Okay, so the black mane it's doing its thing. It looks a little strange, but I think it's mostly just because the eyeballs aren't there, so.
So I did put his little bum stripes on him. They pretty closely resemble the foals actually, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now I just gotta do his tail and then let him dry and then do the nose and boom. He's a done little horsey.
So it's going pretty good. As you can see, I'm kind of like scribbling outside of the mane and tail. I'm just gonna add a little bit of an extra white layer to, or whatever color I kind of went over. So this is kind of this side. The black looks okay. I think it'll look better when I paint the tail as well, so.
Okay, so this is how he's looking, and I actually am really enjoying how he looks. And yeah, I'm going to leave my Schleich horse right here to finish drying.
Alrighty guys, so I'm all by myself here. I'm just gonna move. Oh my gosh, this horse is dense. But anyways, it's just me here now, so I'm just gonna keep painting my horse and I will keep you guys updated. so I'm pretty much done with the mane. I'll probably add another coat, but I'm just kind of fixing up the face a little bit. It's looking a little bit scary right now, so I'm just gonna fix that up, and I'll probably start doing the tail. I'm hoping it looks a little bit better once the tail comes in, just because it's looking a little bit strange right now, so. I don't know if the black, I think it's also the eyeballs. Here, why don't we just quickly put little. Okay, so I did just kind of give our horse some eyeballs. It makes it look a little bit more natural. I think once I add a bit more details to the face, it'll also look a little bit better. I haven't decided if I'm gonna add any white to the eyeballs, but yeah, so let's get started with the tail. Okay, so far the tail is making it look slightly better, I think. So I'm just gonna, keep going over the tail. And then I'm probably gonna add a little bit of black details with the roning as well, just to make it look a little bit more intricate and a little bit more interesting. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the tail. I might, go over with another coat or something. We'll see how it dries. But honestly, this horse is looking pretty good. I kind of want to make it a tad bit darker, just because if I check the reference real quick, it is a little bit too blue colored. The black really kind of showed that. So I'm just gonna kind of go over it again with a little bit of black to kind of darken the color. And then, I also have to do a white blaze on its face. So we'll just keep going. Okay, this is this side. I kind of darkened it up a little bit. It's not really looking like the Icelandic coat, but I mean, it's looking not terrible. Just not exactly like it. Okay, so this has kind of gone off the Icelandic track, I feel like. It doesn't really look like it anymore. I'm a little disappointed that it isn't looking much like the Icelandic. I mean, it's not terrible. Here, just let me compare it. It's just like not the right color. It's too blue. I wouldn't say it's really that color that I'm looking for, which is a bit of a problem. But I think that I'm just gonna make it like really round out now. I think that I'm just gonna add a lot of white into the center of it and then like do black outlines. So that's just what I'm gonna kind of do now. Okay, so I've added some more kind of roning and shading. It kind of looks bad on the camera, honestly. I feel like it looks a little bit better in real life. So I think that I'm just gonna add a little bit of black around the edges. And then also add like the white blaze that I need, and then kind of call it a day. Alrighty, so I've kind of done all the shading that I feel like is necessary. 1 sec, I'm just gonna add a dash more right there. But anyways, now I feel like I've kind of done all the shading. Oh my gosh, why does that look so bad? 1 second. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now I feel like I'm pretty much done all my blending. It doesn't really look like the Icelandic. at all anymore. I tried my best. But now I'm just gonna do the blaze on the front of the face and then the hooves, and then I should be done. All right, so this is the blaze. I might end up doing another coat on it, but I haven't quite decided yet. So next I'm just gonna do the hooves. All right, so I made a color that's kind of close to the Atlantic's hooves, and now I'm just gonna start painting. Alrighty, so I did just finish painting this horse's hooves. I'm actually just gonna let it sit for a little while, and then Hubert and I will be back to do the grand reveal of what these horses look like. So, yeah.
Hello, I'm Hubert, and this is how my painted Schleich horse turned out. I ended up painting his head black off camera, and overall, I think he turned out really, really nicely.
Hello, I'm Allison, and this is how my painted Schleich horse turned out. Honestly, I'm really happy with how she turned out. The blue roan honestly looks gorgeous on this model, and even though it took me nearly 2 hours, I think it was a success. Alright, next up I just have a side-by-side comparison. So obviously the top photo is my Icelandic reference photo, the left is the before, and the right is the after. So honestly, it turned out really, really good. It doesn't look identical to the Icelandic, but it's pretty close. Also, Hubert does not have a reference photo or a before because it just came from her head and she forgot to take before and after photos. But overall, I'd say it was definitely a success. All right, everybody, that does conclude our video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. This video was super fun to make, and we're definitely hoping to do some more in the future. So if you guys would like to see some more of these videos, definitely comment. I'll probably put a poll on the community page, so make sure to check that out. But anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.